Is stress sabotaging your fitness goals? It is really hard to work a system that is already overworked. It's the silent killer of your fitness progress, really, honestly, stress is. If you're over 40, it's probably the biggest roadblock that you may not even be talking about, or other people may not be talking to you about, but I'm talking to you about it today on this video. I was the queen of stress. I put demands on myself, set impossible goals, piled on responsibilities, and drove myself from eyes open to eyes closed if I slept at all. I am so grateful to my yoga training for finally teaching me how to calm my nervous system, let go of all that striving, and embrace being in the present moment instead of always being focused on some future moment. There's a physical toll of stress, and I did this to my body for years. Cortisol, which is a hormone, spikes when you're stressed out, right? That kind of adrenaline sort of feeling of rush. And that, in addition to other things that it does, it promotes fat storage. Chronic stress also breaks down muscle tissue. Poor sleep and lack of recovery while you're under stress just makes everything 10 times worse. And then if you're trying to work out on top of not recovering, your progress is just going to stall. You're not going to get results. You're just going to get potentially injured and more frustrated. And the micro stressors add up. Too much screen time, constant multitasking, relationship or work pressure, maybe pressure in your community, political pressure, anything that's bothering you at all, right? All these things, just stress, stress, stress. And what this all ends up doing is keeping you in fight or flight mode, right? You're always ready for a battle, you're always ready to escape, but you're always stressed. Now, your nervous system comes with two modes, and this is our saving grace. We are often by necessity in sympathetic mode, which is fight versus flight. There are things we have to accomplish. And so we turn on that mode. But we have an option when we can be in recovery, when we want to rest, when we can take some time off. And that option is your parasympathetic nervous system, which is nicknamed rest and digest. Doesn't that sound lovely? Resting and digesting. And literally, when you're in fight or flight mode, your stomach kind of constricts, and you're not going to digest anything when your adrenaline's pumping like that, and you're on the go. If you want to digest a meal or a snack, relaxing is the way to do that. Taking yourself into rest and digest mode. So our nervous system is always in one or the other, and you can invite yourself, and you can learn techniques to bring yourself into parasympathetic nervous system mode. Techniques include yoga, Tai Chi is not on the list, meditation. But let's say none of those suit you, that you don't like any of those, just some deep breathing, sitting calmly and breathing deeply. And that will bring on your parasympathetic nervous system. It's helpful to set boundaries, schedule downtime, and say no. I don't believe I said a no that I meant until I was 40 years old. And then I realized, whoa, that's powerful, saying no when I mean no. And develop a routine that nourishes you, consistent sleep, balanced meals, and movement breaks, right? Finding opportunities to move during the day, especially you might have to work, you might have to sit for your work. But getting up and taking a little exercise snack to break up those sitting moments is very helpful. Let me talk about my client, Ruth. Now, this is a retired person, but she was managing two homes and caregiving for her spouse. And she was feeling weaker and drained from all her daily tasks. We shifted her program to walking meditations and to a simple home strength circuit that she could feel good doing. The result was she had more energy, she felt stronger in her legs, and now she walks much more effortlessly. So, what's next? Go ahead and book a free discovery call if you want to have a conversation with me, and we can talk about how things are going for you. And the next video we're going to do is going to be about how sleep can boost your muscle building and your fat burning. Talk to you soon. Do book a call. Love to meet you.